Good evening, everybody. We're back at it again. We're on a roll at the moment.
We are.
Yeah, we are on a roll. It's true. It's gonna be a bit of a short one this week. We've got the one episode to fill in before the pay per view. We won't have time for the pay per view 1 week. Um, let's just jump into.
Let's just jump right into it.
How my power cards looking? Interesting to say the least. I'm going to buy Veto Random Star.
I should have known you'd do this.
Why you gotta do me like this?
Why you gotta
And we'll
do
come
me
back
like
to
this?
that. Triple H's thing is ass. So
Some things never change. Some things really just never change.
him. Okay, so we got a few things we can deal with. So through the okay, yeah. I've done some thinking, and I'm going to do something a little bit controversial. And Mad, you're going to look at this and you're going to be like, "This is the most unpaper thing." I think
On paper. It's the most cardboard thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
it's the most plastic thing to have ever done.
Never heard such a self-violation from you ever.
I'm going to release Carmella.
You're going to release Carmella?
Yep.
Why?
Because I have a new plan for Liv Morgan.
Okay. Wow, I'm really surprised by that, actually. Yeah, that is very unpaper-like. Wow, okay. My goodness.
And I'm going to sign
Okay.
Nia Jax.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to put in for the card tonight.
Nia Jax, well-known, healthy, stable part of any good dressing room.
Exactly. And I'm gonna turn her heel.
Yeah, I feel like in every sense she is a heel. In every sense.
In terms of cards tonight, these four have been tearing it up.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give them
Fair enough.
the main
Fair
event
enough.
spot.
Fair enough. Remind me what the last result of the last week we did was. Was it the one where I somehow managed to only narrowly lose? Or was that the week before that?
I think that was the week before. I think you won.
Yeah, I did. Joe, no, I did. I remember now. I think last week was quite a good week for me, actually, so I really need to try and produce a good card here.
Now, the thing about me releasing Carmella, it means I'm no longer having to abide by that promise I made to her.
Which one was that again?
To give her a rematch against Belair.
Fair. It's understandable. Pete Dunne really just does have the look of someone you would run into in a dark alley in Birmingham. It's very fitting, isn't it?
Sorry, I'm just.
I thought you were disgusted by my roasting of Birmingham.
As a placeholder, let's have Liv Morgan call out 9.
To be fair, isn't that what you wanted to do anyway? It kind of makes sense. It's a bit like what I did last week with I think it was Charlotte Flair. Actually, no, I didn't have them in a call out. That was just a role change. My blame and no work. My blame and no work.
Go with that. Our cards.
I knew this moment was coming.
We are the week pay-per-view, so I'm gonna use Star.
That means you can choose as well, doesn't it? Oh, most popular superstar. All right, okay. Still, I mean, yeah, it makes sense.
And I'm not confident about this upcoming pay-per-view at all.
Really?
So I'm also gonna use. I'm gonna also use Veto Random Star.
Fair enough. I would do the same. I'm going to do partly the same because I have Veto Random Superstar as well. So I'm definitely going to be using that.
Health Spa.
Kind of insane that Peyton Royce's popularity is only 49. Like, she's been wrestling so often.
Yeah, she hasn't competed since the pay-per-view.
Yeah, I guess that is true. That is true.
Weeks.
I'm just thinking, I wonder if it's going to ban the most popular superstar this week, or if it's going to wait until next week to calculate
It's next week. It's next week.
It waits till next week. I mean, I guess I could try and rig it, but it's probably not going to work anyway. The thing is, I don't really feel bad. I mean, I'm disappointed that I'm going to miss the most popular superstar because it will definitely impact the card. But on the other hand, like, there's nothing I could really do to stop you from doing that. So, you know, it's not like a mistake or anything. It's just unfortunate.
I'll put it on Rollins, actually.
Fair. I was going to say not Rock, but then the thing is he's being rested for a couple of weeks anyway.
Exactly, otherwise I would him.
Yeah, because he's got the lowest stamina, doesn't he? Oh, goodness.
But I think that's looking spicy.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with that. It's a very good card for what it is.
I think I'll lock that in. Over to Raw. Finn Balor, my contract at Raw is up at the end of the week. I'd be interested in staying in cost to be 63k.
I'll try and lowball him.
Or for 44.
Yeah.
Not what I was looking for, but I'll take it. See you next week.
Nice.
Goldberg. I told you, Yokozuna and I really hit it off as a team last week. Thanks for pairing us up. We're looking forward to the next tag match.
I thought you kicked Bret Hart in the head, not the other way around.
Crowd still loved us, even though we didn't get the win. Yokozuna and I can definitely shake up the tag division. Chance the fans can't wait to see us in our next tag match. Nice to know you're capable of the occasional good decision.
Fuck you, you bald prick.
Booker T, things aren't working out at Raw. I'm ready to tear up my contract and move on.
Fair enough. I can't really blame him for being a bit pissed off.
Won last week. I'm so. The
I
only
mean,
way
you
you
know
can
what?
convince
You
me
know
to
what I'm
say
going to say, though. You know what I'm going to say to what he's about to tell me.
you're gonna say forget it.
I've no way I'm giving him a 100k bonus. It's not fucking happening. It's not happening.
Hey, Lily, how's it going?
Hi, Lily.
Figured as much. Goodbye then. All
No, to
right,
be
over
fair,
to.
he didn't
Oh,
win last week. He lost last week.
no, he won the tag match. Him and
I'm
Mansoor, they beat
pretty
Goldberg
sure.
and Yokozuna
Oh,
against
did
Finn
he? Oh,
Balor
yeah, shit, he
interfered.
did. Yeah, I got it mixed up with the Triple H match.
Yeah, that was the week before, so I don't
I
know why
guess
you
it's because
went out.
I left him out for a bit. But you know what? I can't really avoid that, to be honest. That's life. Okay, on to the show. On to more important things. Um, so in terms of the opener, well, actually, yeah, Joe, just go opener, and then I'll see what we've kind of got cooking at the moment. But I think mid card match I know is going to be Nakamura and
Right, so nil.
yeah. Do
I'm
you know what I
doing
might
okay,
actually
Lily.
do
Thanks
here
for asking.
in a big brain move? I might have Triple
Who?
H cut a self promo because if he's the most popular star next week, he'll be the one who gets cut out, and that won't affect me whatsoever. But I can't believe I've actually just had a good idea in my life. This
Hey,
is
Gudgeon.
unheard of. Guys, clip it. Clip this. Get your cameras out. Mum, get the camera because this will never happen again. I've had what might actually be an intelligent idea. Okay, so can you check if we know what styles they work well with?
Extreme rules for Nakamura fighters.
Might have an Extreme Rules match. Make it Extreme Rules.
Go.
Okay.
Okay.
In terms of the other matches I want to do, I know I can't do Sheamus and Jack. I mean, in that first promo slot, just put Triple H there for a self promo. Apologize if I take a while because I'm a little bit behind here.
You know what? Actually, I'm going to make this comment now.
Yes.
There is a bit of imbalance to the fact that like I always book first, and I have to do everything first, and then you second.
Yeah,
Um,
it's not entirely fair. I would agree with
because
that.
I mean, it
Can it
works
be
both
changed
ways.
around? Can we change that at all?
No, well, not once we start to save because it's one player one. But like it does work both ways
Right,
in the
right,
sense
right.
that it's unfair on you
Yeah,
because
it
I
does to
always
an
get
extent.
first.
No.
I always get first dibs on the signings every single week.
Pretty much always. Although we have been able to get around that a little bit. To be
And
fair.
then but then stuff like this, I can't see the position you're in because if I could have seen that you could have pulled that Triple H thing, I may not have done what I did. Whereas you get the
I kind of
opportunity
wish you hadn't,
see.
because then I wouldn't have to do all this fucking manoeuvring like a snake that I am, slipping through the grass.
Um,
I'm not the gamer. I'm a snaker.
um,
Okay. Now
by
I've
the
just
way,
kind
are
of got
you
to figure
looking
out
at?
if there's a way that I can.
Right, mate, are you looking at the screen?
Yeah.
I guess your stream
Hold
hasn't
on.
caught up yet. Guys. I don't like this.
Yo, that's kind of insane. I've just seen the commissioner go.
I don't like this. Where was this shit when I was losing?
Okay, I guess. Right. Well, I have to give Charlotte Flair a rematch against Becky Lynch. That's fucking annoying.
That does mean you need to do. You'd have to do Triple H versus Bret Hart.
Oh, that would work though. No, but he's not my most popular at the moment. He's not. My most popular is Goldberg.
Oh, Goldberg. Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah.
So who would Goldberg be
Goldberg
going
versus Bret
against?
Hart. He'd have to face Bret Hart.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. 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 Make it the mid card match. It's the mid card match. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now.
Oh my god.
I think he might get injured though. Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't really want to do that because if Brett gets injured, I'm losing a lot of level 4 match. And the thing is as well, like realistically, if I could have got Veto Champ a week ago, I definitely would have done that. Whereas now
Oh,
it's
that's
sort of
true.
like,
That's true. You can't use it at the pay per view.
yeah. Do you know what?
That
We're
is
just
the
going to
point.
keep it as is. We're just going to keep it as is. So the other promo is going to be a call out promo because I'd rather
Okay.
get the rivalry. I'd rather do one of my rivalries. So how much does popularity tend to go up by? When someone does a promo on someone else, like does it increase both people's
No, it doesn't.
popularity?
It doesn't. It doesn't affect the popularity at all.
Oh shit! Well, Finn Balor's going to call it like Goldberg then, because that means if Triple H gets like 2+ on that promo, then he's going to be sitting out the show. Right. So yeah, Finn Balor's going to call out Gold or whoever. I think they both got 3 anyway, don't they? Like promo skill. I mean.
Yes. Goldberg has level 2. See.
Yeah, Finn's going to call out Goldberg then definitely. Can we go into the opener, please?
Yep.
Lovely jubbly.
Truthie doink. Truthie doink. Truthie doink.
But I am
Truthie doink.
sorely tempted. I'm going to be honest. It's actually not a bad idea. Well, can we scroll down first and just see?
Yeah, I'm already doing.
Can we
And
just see what's
wins
going on?
catch up.
Do you actually instead of Nakamura versus O'Neil, I might end up putting Joe and well, actually, what's Joe's stamina? That's the only thing.
44 stamina.
Joe, that's fine. We're going to switch things around a bit. We're going to have Jerry Lawler call out Joe in a promo.
Hang on a second.
I've broken this man's brain now.
Hey. There we go. Okay, well, you'll have to replace one of the promos, though, so which one would be?
That's fine. I'll replace the call out promo. That's fine. That's fine.
So, Lawler to call out Joe.
Yes.
Around.
Now Lawler to call out Joe. That's right. That's right. Okay. So the opener's going to be Doink versus R-Truth.
Let's go!
It's time. Are you ready?
Oh, do you want to know something that you're going to love because it's a really cool thing that they gave?
What?
We can't show it because, or at least I don't think we can show it unless it's his default thing in MyGM. But it happens in the other mode. If you give Doink the run-in payback where you can call a run-in,
Yeah.
you get the other Doink running
Yeah.
in.
Oh, yeah. Oh, nice. Oh, Dink.
Yeah, Dink. That's it. Yeah,
Dink.
yeah.
The boy Dink.
Dink runs in.
Doink,
Dink runs in.
Doink, Dink, and their drug dealer cousin Dank. Okay, Joe. What? How much stamina does a TLC match normally do?
I don't know perfectly.
Am I allowed to look it up?
Sure.
Stamina.
I've also put a TLC match on like hoping that it does okay.
Here we go.
We're leaving Doink on screen for a moment.
Absolutely.
Look at him.
I
He's
know my
staring into your
audience. I
soul.
know what they want.
Give the people what they want.
I mean, I'm trying to think because we've already done we've already done Extreme Rules and tables with them, right? I'm right about that, am I?
You've definitely done Extreme Rules. I know about tables.
I swear we did. Did we do a table? Because I think we may have done it, but it was simulated.
Yeah, maybe that might be. That might.
Joe, we'll leave it on TLC for now. We'll leave it on TLC for now,
Okay.
and then I'll think about it. I'll see what I'm going to end up doing. Okay, so
Main event.
main event. Yeah, that's a good question. Well, I know it can't be Sheamus and Jack because they're waiting for the pay-per-view.
One match.
Which one?
To me,
I'm going to presume it's either Goldberg, Balor, or it's Flair Lynch. It's where it has to be one of those two because none of the other matches are viable.
It's Goldberg, Balor, and I know why you don't want to.
Why is it? Do you think I don't want to do that? Because the risk is that his popularity is going to go up.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing is, as well, it kind of wouldn't make sense because I almost feel like I should maybe give Lynch and Flair the match and just do a normal match because they'll only lose like 3 or 4 stamina each. So I could even have them do another match at the pay-per-view if I needed it. This is why I put Goldberg and Balor as a promo because it would get it up to level 3. They're my most popular people. It wouldn't affect that. And it means I could put on a really good match at the pay-per-view and they both still have good stamina afterwards. Is kind of the problem. Because who did I put in that second promo spot again? Who was it?
Jerry and Joe.
Jerry and Joe. You see, Joe's got 4. I guess maybe I could put them in a normal match because that could work. Because how much stamina does a normal match usually do? Like 3 or 4?
Again, I don't know. I actually don't.
You know what? We'll take a risk. We'll take a risk, right? We'll put Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch in the opener.
Yeah.
The main event is still Doink versus R-Truth. The mid-card match is going to be Lawler versus Samoa Joe in just a normal match. Just a normal match. No stipulations for that or anything. And then the call out is going to be Balor on Goldberg. Now you're sure that call out promos don't change popularity?
As far as I'm aware.
See, now I'm panicking. I'm going
to
to lose my job.
Look it up.
Looking this stuff in this game up, it is like going into the Wild West because it might be there, it might not be.
Yeah, there's surprisingly little information about this.
Yeah, there really is. I'm really surprised. Complete tutorial, complete guide to MyGM. I don't want a complete guide. I just want someone to tell me the shit I actually want to know.
I sometimes wonder if like we've all collectively hallucinated this series because it's like apparently no one else has played this fucking mode.
It's a good point. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I know this. I know
amount of matches, promos. Here we are. Amount of matches and promos. That's not what I want. Please, just can someone actually tell me some fucking information here? It says they cost more in terms of budget and stamina. Well, fucking how much? How much? I think it just says can increase their rivalry. So, Joe, what? Fuck it. I'll do that. I'm going to presume that's going to work. We'll give this a go. If it works, great. If it doesn't, at least I've tried. I've done the most reasonable thing I can do. Yeah, okay. That all seems pretty good. Let's go for that.
Okay.
Logistics I need to do now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm putting it on the top one and everything. Oh, and then
yes. I'll just see how much I have left after that. How much is the big stadium? The other stadium, sorry, the best one.
150k.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy that
Buy.
now. I'm gonna buy it and use it tonight. I think I have to.
Finally done it.
Did you say he's won?
I said he's done it.
Oh, I thought you said he's won. I was like, I don't know if I have. Not tonight, anyway. I'm kind of using this as a show to really set up the pay-per-view effectively.
Do you know what? There was no reason for us to ever use it beyond like the first 2 weeks. But I fucking missed the high school gym.
Yeah, the high school gym was kind of iconic, wasn't it? Should we
That was
say?
elite.
Should we say that if there's not much in it, or if there's nothing in it in the last episode, or we don't think so, can we use the high school gym again? What do you think, guys? Would you be happy for us to use the high school gym?
If we get to a point where we feel like maybe like one of us has run away with it.
Yeah, well, that's what we thought at one point, but evidently that's not the case. Not to the level we think it is. Can I check the power cards again, please?
I still do. Ooh.
Okay, that was a good sound coming from the person I'm trying to beat at this series. I'm still awaiting these power cards.
Should we do WrestleMania?
Okay, I'm going to buy double cost. Actually, yeah.
Well, I've already bought it.
That's
So
fine. That's 40k. That's fine. I'm going to use Veto Random Superstar. Actually, probably going to do absolutely bugger all, but that's okay. Can I use Health Spa 1 actually on what's the difference between Health Spa 1 and Health Spa 3 again?
So Health Spa 1 is they get an extra 6 stamina. Health Spa 3 they get an extra 18.
Yeah, so it's just this week's show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, can I use Health Spa 3 and can I use it on Bret Hart, please?
Done.
Thank you. Yeah, fuck it, I've got double cost. Now I'll use double cost. Why not? That's for next week, right?
Yeah,
Well, it has to be for next week, of course it does. Stupid ass guy. Can I get Health Spa 1 as well, actually, and use it on Io Shirai, please?
My man's going all out. The money's going to his head.
The little bit of money I have is gone. Well, I say this, I've still got like 180k left over, so, well, 170 now.
You're in a pretty good position.
Brilliant. Yeah, well, now Io Shirai should be fine to have a title match next week, which is brilliant. If that's what I decide to do, I might not even end up necessarily doing that because we've got a lot of good rivalries going. Can I check my roster, please?
Yep.
Thank you.
Do you know what would be quite funny?
What?
Because this can happen.
Yes.
If Triple H absolutely stinks up his promo and loses popularity.
God. His promo rating's what, 4, is it?
Yeah, you should be fine.
Can I can only release one superstar this week, right?
I think so.
Okay, I'm gonna release. Well, can you check Yoko? Can you check Papa Shango, and then Yokozuna, then Callisto, and see if there's a big difference in terms of like money between any of them?
Yokozuna and Papa Shango will both give 6k. Kalisto.
Bro, he's such a broke bitch, isn't he?
I think he also threatened to walk out recently.
Yeah, I don't really care if he does. We'll release Papa Shango because I think I've probably got less going on with him. But I kind of brought him in just for that one angle, and it's done now. So, but I'm not going to re-sign him on the new contract anyway. So I'd rather just get the 6k. Okay. Can we check the? Can I just check the free agents and legends just to get everything, complete?
Yeah, so Riddle, Commander Aziz, Eric, Danny Burch, Rick Boogs, just a kid, Omos on the agents,
okay.
Legends, the Ultimate Warrior, British Peacekeeper, Kevin Nash, Boogie, Hurricane, Ted DiBiase, JBL, Jim Knight, Stone Cold, Kane, Mickey James, Eddie Beth.
It's funny because I've always got to the point where maybe I'm being really arrogant, but I feel like I don't need someone else for my women's roster. Whereas before I would have been like biting your head off for it, basically. But yeah. Actually, can we just check the women I've got available at the moment? Because there is one person there who interests me. But
Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, Io Shirai, Doudrop, Alexa Bliss, Asuka.
okay, I mean that works out pretty well, to be honest. Hmm. Yeah, that's fine. I'll leave that for now. I'm not in any rush to sign anyone else, to be fair.
Okay. Anything else, or should I take you to?
Yeah, take me to the review screen.
Go. Chance to look at that for.
Please don't. I can't believe the Triple H promo is actually going to be so important. It's like the only promo I would genuinely be devastated if it doesn't go well. Yeah, that's fine. I'm happy with that. Probably not going to do amazingly, but like, as long as I don't drop a lot and I can put on a really good card next week, that's fine.
Alright, match question for you because it was how long we.
Yes.
Because we're just doing the 1 week. Do we want to
Yes.
maintain one match per show, or do we want to bump it up?
I'm happy with one match. I quite like one match.
Okay then. Well, in that case, we're opening up SmackDown with Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. They're back at it again after a couple of weeks. Side a little bit. This time it's in an Extreme Rules contest. Who's going to pick up the win? Now, Sami Zayn gets the dub in a 3-star match. I'll take that.
It's not bad. It's not
Good. Good. That's enough for what I want to do. What we're going to say for Nia Jax is just we see a couple of members of the women's division backstage. Actually, you know what? It can be Carmella. Carmella. This is how I'm writing her off of TV. She just gets
bad.
absolutely bodied by Nia Jax. Just gets absolutely broken. Nia Jax in her first appearance just absolutely decimates Carmella. Carmella has never seen or heard again in MyGM. There you go. That's the angle. A regular tag team match. We don't see many of these. The Usos taking on and Ricochet. Winners are the Usos. It's in a 3-star match. In a 3-star match, I'll take that. And it's up to level 4.
I mean, the main event is going to slap, though. Let's be honest.
And then what we'll do is, so then following on from earlier on in the night, Liv Morgan, she's going to call out Nia Jax, for the complete, she's been gone for months, and she rocks up like she owns the place, just beating people up. Like, let's be honest, she's a bully. That's what she does. She's a bully. She bullies people, and as the leader of this locker room, as the SmackDown Women's Champion, it falls to Liv Morgan to stand up for the division. So she's calling Nia Jax. It starts a rivalry, which is perfect. That's what I needed it to do.
Nice.
Which brings us to the main event, TLC rules. Trish Stratus and Mandy Rose taking on Bayley, Sasha Banks. And the 4 of them have been putting on masterclasses in weeks, haven't they?
They have. I feel like this could be a 5-star potentially. Well, I don't know, because 2 of them are specialists in this, right?
Yes.
Is there one person who we don't know?
There's one we don't know. One of them's a specialist in Extreme Rules.
Have you already put these guys in a 2 match?
Yes, I think that's all I've been putting in recently.
Right.
2 of them are specialists, so it's like it's going to.
I bet it's going to turn out to be tables, isn't it? Imagine.
I'm taking a risk here because I think Trish is a little low on stamina, so I'm hoping that this match will bump it up to level 4 and it'll be just enough to where she's good to go for the pay-per-view.
What sort of low stamina are we talking?
Well, I think I say it's not that low, but like the rest of them are above 70.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, one of one of the guys in my other match had like 28 stamina or something. No, sorry, 68. 68. Probably 28. They'd die. I know how you feel.
I think Trish is on like 61 or something like that. So she should be. Although actually, if this goes up to level 4, it doesn't matter because I could then just put her in the match at the pay-per-view anyway. And then, to be honest, that would be the rivalry done, and it's not too big a deal. I was getting injured. It's a horrible thing to say, but I'm not here to be a good person. I'm a businessman making business decisions.
I'm here to win, not be nice.
Although if this was real life and I was making those decisions, I would get slated by everyone, and deservedly so.
I was about to say, rightly so. Rightly so.
Deservedly so. I mean, you shouldn't be doing that to anyone, but especially not an absolute legend like Trish Stratus.
Can I just say Trish Stratus looks like a really, really, like, a glamorous, like, police officer?
Do you know what bothers me about both Trish and Lita in this game, and in 2K23 as well?
What does?
They both had the same fucking attire for the last, like, 6 years, and I'm sick of it.
So this is who Trish Stratus had?
Lita.
I feel like with the Legends,
Although, actually,
the Legends don't particularly get into doing that, to be fair.
Sorry, I said in this game and in 2K23. In Lita's case, it's not in this game, because for some unknown reason, Lita wasn't in this fucking game. And I'm still kind of annoyed about it.
Did they not even add her later on?
No, she wasn't DLC or anything. Like, what the fuck?
Jesus. Yeah. That is really, really bizarre. I'll say, I know that she's not with the WWE anymore, but Sasha Banks' entrance with the whole boss time thing on her fingers is very cool. I do like it.
Yeah.
And it's perfect that she's on SmackDown with the hair as well. It just works.
Yeah.
It just works.
Do you know what does upset me? And we've still got 2 months to go in this big game.
What upset me?
I feel like I've underutilised Bayley quite a bit.
I don't know. I don't think you've underutilised her as much as you think you have. Like a little bit, yes. But I don't think you have that much.
She was involved in one of my absolute favourite series from the perspective.
Was that one of the glitches?
No, actually, like genuinely moment. It was like the second pay-per-view we did, I think, when she faced Bianca Belair for the title.
Yes.
And she went for the diving crossbody. Bianca caught her and kind of like actually like from the catch transitioned to KOD.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And that was actually the finish. It was pretty cool.
But did Bayley win the championship at any point?
No, she hasn't. In fact, no, I was gonna say she's one of the only original draft picks to not win it, but Mandy Rose. Wait.
So that last bit again?
Mandy Rose also hasn't won. Right?
To be fair, that's kind of not really a surprise. Like, as much as I joke about Mandy Rose for the bit, she's not bad, but she's not quite on that level. I don't think so.
Is now. No, I have to say, of all the match types in MyGM, and there are not a lot.
This is true.
But I feel like over the course of the series, TLC is probably the one that's the most.
Probably. I think you have TLC, which delivers consistently. Extreme Rules is not far off TLC, I don't think. We've had some fantastic moments in Extreme Rules matches. Tables is tables. I don't need to say anything else about that.
We have had memorable moments here at tables.
Yeah, just not for the right reasons. And I think Hell in a Cell has had the best good moments, but it's also had some matches that just haven't really got going that much.
Hogan and Joe.
Yeah, There have been a few matches where we haven't really, on both brands, not just one brand or the other, but where we haven't really used the cell to its full potential, I think. And then there's been others where it's been like the most brutal, epic thing ever. So, high highs and low lows.
I do feel like I'm just apparently giving my idea. The whole thing about there only being the 5 match types, one of which,
Yeah.
obviously doesn't lend itself very well to variety, and as a result of that, we've ended up really because I'm of the opinion that Hell in a Cell should be loved for, like the most, like
you have to earn Hell in a Cell, don't you? Really?
Yeah.
You have to earn
Yeah.
Hell in a Cell.
Like the most heated rivalries. Like there should only ever be like 1 or 2 Hell in a Cell matches.
Yeah, I would probably agree with that. To be fair.
I also really don't like the idea of there being a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. Because then it's like, well, it's the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, so we have to do a Hell in a Cell match, and none of the matches ever deserve it. I'd rather just have it when it's. I don't like the gimmick pay-per-view. Right? I don't like Hell in a Cell. I don't like TLC.
I think it's fine when they first start out because it's a good way to introduce people to the match and get people invested in that match type. But I think they wear out their welcome very quickly.
Like, I don't like the idea where it's like, oh, it's December, so we've got to do some TLC matches. Oh, it's October, we've got to do Hell in a Cell matches.
Yeah, well, I don't think it should be based on time of the year. I don't really see how that's relevant to making a good match. You know, it should just be like
what we've done for the last 10 years.
It should be like if you have a blood feud, then let's consider a TLC. Let's consider a Hell in a Cell match. If you have really athletic
that's what I'm saying.
Performers, let's have a TLC maybe.
That's what I'm saying. It's like get rid of the gimmick pay-per-view. They don't make any sense.
They don't do anything. They don't achieve anything.
Don't have like this is the pay-per-view where we're doing Hell in a Cell match. This is the pay-per-view where we're doing TLC. Just have those matches as and when they naturally occur.
Absolutely. Just don't. I don't know why in wrestling anyone ever feels the need to jam something down fans' throats or do it for the sake of it, because fans can see that that's why it's being done, and it doesn't end up. No one likes it. It doesn't end up appealing to anybody. So why do it in the first place?
There is only one gimmick pay-per-view that I like. Because I think it makes sense to have it as its pay-per-view. This is actually something apparently. I've seen a lot of people criticise this pay-per-view. Well, I think Money in the Bank works as a pay-per-view.
Money in the Bank is less a match type and it's more it's a stipulation rather than a match type.
Yeah, it's the same as like Royal Rumble, right?
Yeah. Royal Rumble is unique and it's not done often. That's why it's so good. If there was a Royal Rumble match every month, people wouldn't look forward to the Royal Rumble as a pay-per-view. If Money in the Bank was done every 2 or 3 months, it wouldn't be as good as a pay-per-view. It actually proves the point that you were making, really. Why is that ladder glowing like it's been bestowed with the powers of God himself?
I don't know, but I hope everyone's been answered about the calendar.
I find it interesting. I think I like that. I think it's nice that we do talk about genuine wrestling things as well as just what's going on these shows. I think it adds the variety.
Chris Stratton's going for a pin in a much better round than pinfall. Would love to see it.
She honestly looks a bit like a walking piece of tinfoil, Trish Stratus.
Yeah, it's not great attire, is it? Let's be honest.
No, I feel like there's very few people who can pull that sort of attire off, and Stratus, very, not anything about. It's saying nothing about her looks. It's saying nothing about her ability, but it just doesn't really work, and that's fine.
I think it's her attire from WrestleMania 19.
Wow. That's a very specific choice. Well, I guess it makes sense. That was quite an iconic pay. If I remember correctly, 19, 20, and 21 is like a sandwich with the greatest bread ever and a kind of mediocre filling.
Yeah, because WrestleMania 21 's a good one.
WrestleMania 21 was a great WrestleMania, and so was 19. A lot of people rank those two as like their best ones, I think.
Well, no. People will say WrestleMania 17 is the best one.
Maybe I am thinking of 17. I can't remember. I might be getting them.
And then, to be fair, yeah, because then they had WrestleMania 18, which was a really weird show because you had Brock v Hogan, which is like one of the greatest spectacles you've ever seen in life.
Yeah.
Not necessarily for the actual quality of the match.
No, it's just
a
amazing.
It was a moment in time.
And you know me, I absolutely hate it. You know it, but I can't deny it.
And then it definitely has one of the weakest ever WrestleMania main events, which is no fault of the guys involved. It's just that everyone was so fucking burnt out. Rock.
What was the
and no one gave a shit. It was Triple H versus Chris Jericho.
That's sad because isn't that where Jericho lost the Undisputed Championship?
Yes.
That's
And also on paper, quite a good match.
Oh yeah, that'd be a great match on paper. If Jericho could have a great match, I do think he could have a great match with me. Really.
Yeah.
Did he ever face Michael? Jericho?
Yeah, he faced him at WrestleMania 20. He was WrestleMania 19 actually. I think.
That must have been a good match. So Hogan versus Rock was WrestleMania 18. Let me just see what. Yeah, I remember this now. Meltzer gave it 3 stars.
He did.
To be fair, he also gave Jericho versus Triple H 3 stars as well.
That's the thing. I'm not even saying it's one of the worst WrestleMania.
No, it was just.
I'm saying it because nobody gave a flying fuck in that arena that night.
Yeah.
Everyone wanted to go home after Rock v Hogan.
I'm gonna get.
And realistically,
I'm gonna get a list of WrestleManias ranked, and I want to get your opinion on paper if you're up for it.
Yeah, that actually sounds like
Nice. So 38. They've ranked all of them. I've got to rank all 38.
I swear to God, if WrestleMania 9 is not on the bottom.
No, WrestleMania 11 is at the bottom. Which actually, when you look at WrestleMania 11, kind of.
Which one? What was the main event for that one? Was that Bam Bam
versus Lawrence Taylor? Which, funnily enough, is actually not that bad a match.
No, it's not.
Genuinely not that bad a match. Lawrence Taylor did very well in that match.
Yeah, no, I agree. That WrestleMania was not good.
You want me to read out the card? Do you remember the card?
No, read out the card. Okay.
I'll start from the beginning of the event. The Allied Powers, which is Lex Luger and British Bulldog, defeated the Blue Brothers, which is Jacob and Eli Blue, by pinfall in a match that went 6 minutes 34 seconds. Razor Ramon defeated Jeff Jarrett by disqualification for the Intercontinental title. That was 30. Yeah, that was when he was WWF. That was like big flashy J's, sunglasses.
Oh, actually, I suppose that was like what, 1995?
1995, April 2nd.
Yeah. Okay, so essentially, it's like WrestleMania's around like 10 and 11 and 12. I have to remember that they actually happened.
I'm pretty sure 9 and 11 are 2 of the worst. Most people agree. I don't know about 10. I don't remember about 10. I know 10 has probably the best opener in main event because it was Owen versus Bret Hart.
Owen versus Hart. Yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah.
So Owen versus Hart. It was Hart v Hart.
Hart.
No. Hart.
Okay,
anyway,
so do you want me to read out Meltzer's star ratings for a rough guide as well as I go through the matches?
That's okay. We don't need that.
Okay. The Undertaker. Oh, this is a particularly bad match. The Undertaker defeated King Kong Bundy by pinfall. Generally regarded as one of the worst matches in WrestleMania history.
Honestly, it's so weird that the Undertaker's streak became what it was because so many of those early matches were fucking garbage.
He's actually had some awful matches at WrestleMania, which is not ever really his fault because he's a very capable worker.
Most of them weren't his fault.
Most of them weren't his fault. Yeah, most of them. So, okay. Owen Hart and Yokozuna versus the Smoking Guns for the Tag Team Championships. Owen Hart and Yokozuna won the championships.
Yeah, I do remember that one.
Bret Hart and Bob Backlund in an I Quit match, which is the one where Roddy Piper eliminates or whatever Backlund when he just makes a grunting noise. He doesn't say I quit, he goes ah, and then he just rings the bell and it's like, what? He didn't say I quit. And probably next one is probably match of the night. As a reference, Meltzer gave it 4 stars. Diesel versus Shawn Michaels for the WWF Championship.
Oh yeah, no, that's actually one of Kevin Nash's.
Arguably Kevin Nash's best match. Oh
yeah, arguably his best one. Yeah.
Shawn Michaels was an utter prick at that time, but he was a very good wrestler, and he's always been a good wrestler. And then the main event, so the championship match wasn't the main event.
Yeah, no.
I want to read out. I just want you to appreciate the lunacy of this. So I'm going to read out the accompanying people, right?
There was so many people at ringside.
There is
match.
Lawrence Taylor with Carl Banks, Ricky Jackson, Steve McMichael, who would later become Mongo, which when he was a footballer. Ken Norton Jr., Chris Spielman and Reggie White defeats Bam Bam Bigelow with King Kong Bundy, Ted DiBiase, Kama, IRS and Tatanka and Nikolai Volkov. That is, I think, I counted 12 people. 12 people.
The worst thing is, that's the WrestleMania main event, and it screams mid-card of Raw to me.
That's great. I think you could have that big mid-card of a pay-per-view purely because Bam Bam Bigelow is a really capable, very, very good worker, and it has the novelty value. Like, it has that eyes on. It's going to get eyes on thing because people knew Lawrence Taylor was pretty well known. That being said, it should not have been a nearly 12-minute match. That is where I have an issue.
I have an issue with the main event in wrestling.
Oh, it shouldn't be the main event. I totally agree. It should be a mid-card.
I mean, you know my opinion on celebrity most of the times.
I think celebrity matches shouldn't really exist most of the time. There's very few exceptions for that.
But like, I think I can count on one hand with celebrity.
I mean, there is one celebrity match I'll defend until my dying breath.
And I'm going to beat you to it. I'm going to beat you to it because
Yeah.
one of the ones that I am actually accepting of Sami Zayn versus John,
which is actually a great match. I genuinely.
It's actually a genuinely really good match.
I love that match, but that's also because it's not a pure wrestling match. It is literally just Johnny Knoxville doing Johnny Knoxville and Sami Zayn doing Sami Zayn. It's only really partly a wrestling match, which is what they should really do for a lot of those. But then, like Lawrence Taylor, he's not going to pick Bam Bam up and chuck him through two big things in the ground while someone goes, it's good. You know, so you can't really play to his strength in the same way in a WrestleMania. Okay. Actually, to be fair, Meltzer also gave Bam Bam Bigelow versus Lawrence Taylor 2.75 stars, which is exceptionally specific, but it's kind of deserved because it was a genuinely quite a good wrestling match. So WrestleMania 11 is bottom, right? Dead last. I want you to guess what is 37.
It's not WrestleMania.
No, it's WrestleMania 2.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of shit, to be honest.
It was. Shall I read,
But
I read the cards for the bad ones? So we can go through them.
Yeah. We made the card first.
Okay. Just
It's
let
like,
me know. I'll read the card, and if you get to a point where you're like, I don't want to hear the card for this one, then let me know.
Yeah.
Okay, so WrestleMania 2, second anniversary. This is the one where they tried to split it across 3 cities, which is genuinely one
Yeah, because it was in.
brain-dead ideas of it.
What was it? It was in New York, New Jersey,
New York. No, actually, it was New York, Illinois, and California, or Los Angeles.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. What a stupid idea that was.
Really dumb. So there's 12 matches overall, but each city only gets 4 matches for WrestleMania. So I'll start with. Well, this is. Oh, it's got the names of the stadium. So the Nassau Coliseum, which is New York, I believe. Yes, it's New York. The Nassau Coliseum, New York. Paul Orndorff beats the Magnificent Morocco, which is Don Morocco, in the opener. Oh no, never mind. He doesn't. It's a double count out. Love a double count.
This is back when WrestleMania had count-outs, double count-outs, and disqualifications for most of the matches, actually.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? WrestleMania 2. I'm going to look at. I'm not going to give them, but I'm going to look at the star ratings because they particularly stand out. We gave him the first match of dubs, so okay.
It was a dub because nothing fucking happened.
Oh yeah, no, it's a dub because it sucks. Okay, so right. Next match is Randy Savage defeats George Steele. That was for the Intercontinental Championship. It went 5 minutes 10 seconds. Jake Roberts in the next match defeats George Wells. I literally have no. Who the fuck is George Wells? Do you know who George Wells is?
I think vaguely. I think so.
Okay, to be fair, he's credited as being the only African American to hold the NWA Heavyweight Championship, so he was a footballer. He was a wrestler, so he's probably famous at some point. This is what people are going to say about Lawrence Taylor in like 50 years. Who the fuck is Lawrence Taylor? When they went back to WrestleMania 11.
To be perfectly honest, I always was, but still. Who the fuck is
I only know because I've watched a video about wrestling that mentioned Lawrence Taylor and that he was a football player. I didn't know about him before, but then I know nothing about American football. I prefer to watch the Raw Man sport.
What the fuck is going?
Oh no.
Raw has infected SmackDown.
Just seen it. I've just seen it.
Trish Stratus has ascended. She has become Jesus.
Trish Jesus.
I don't understand. I hadn't even filled out the bar. The game literally just went, "No, I'm sick of this match."
To be fair, it had gone quite a long time. It was a good match, but it definitely got a while. The blonde bombshells get the win tonight in the main event, and it's been like 5 stars. Probably.
They got 3.5.
They got 3.5.
Yeah.
Really? Wow. They got 4.5. I mean, I get you used the card. I guess that was it, wasn't it? Probably. Right. Yeah. Still, that's quite harsh.
Okay. Well, sorry. What match am I playing on your card?
I think you know. I think we all know.
Doink.
It's Doink. It's our truth versus Doink.
All right. Let's get through the rest of the card before we go back to the rest.
Yes. Definitely.
So Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch. Got to say for this one.
I feel like Charlotte Flair could actually sneak a surprise win here. To be fair.
Well, let's see if she does. Hey man, your instinct was on point.
Nice.
3-star match.
Let's go. I was hoping it would get 3 stars. That's good enough for me.
What's happening in the Triple H self promo? What's it saying?
Triple H comes out and says, "You know, the game has always been one to take one for the team. I've been sent out here by our general manager as a sacrificial lamb. And at the pay-per-view, I am going to put myself out of business, because the only person who can bury Triple H is Triple H." That's it. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, it worked. It was an excellent promo. It's got 5.
Come on, surely that's got to be enough. Surely that's got to be enough. Fantastic.
Jerry Lawler versus Samoa Joe. I'm just gonna press simulate. Yeah. Jerry Lawler's gonna. No, Samoa Joe won. There we go.
Nice. Okay. Cool.
2-star match. So I think you put the right match in the mid card.
That's fine. I almost wonder whether I should put this on as a tomorrow because 2 stars is not a very good rating. I mean, I guess it's a low rivalry as well, isn't it? But
yeah, well, it'll be high rivalry. You'll probably put a stipulation on it, and it will have a title on them.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a potential backup plan, but we'll see. We'll see whether I end up going with that.
All right, Finn Balor's calling out Goldberg.
Goodness, I don't really know what Finn Balor's going to say. He's going to come out. He's going to call Goldberg a bald, big-eared, bad wrestling son of a bitch. He's going to say his abs are fake, that he injects steroids, and that he looks like he's come out wearing his boxer shorts. And he's also going to say that should they face each other at the pay-per-view on Sunday, it will be the end of a career that has stretched far too long and made everyone suffer long enough.
That's actually kind of savage.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty good. It was something I came up with out of my arse. It was decent. It was good.
Yeah, that was good. That was good improv. Like that. Alright, main event time. Who am I playing as?
You're playing as the boy Doink, aren't you? Really?
Oh my god, here we go.
I literally
Alright,
just
let's
need
go
this.
back
I
to...
just need this to get 3.5 stars, which I think there's a decent chance that it will actually. So
Okay, so let's go back to the WrestleMania talk, but don't give us the whole card so we can actually get through it. And give us like the main event and then the standout matches.
yeah, like the big ones. Okay. I like this. I'm glad I had the idea. So, the second, so Rosemont Horizon, which I think is.
Hang on a second. Oh, he got ya! He got ya!
I need to learn how to do the Doink voice before the pay-per-view so I can do the laugh and everything. I just pissed all over him.
Anyway, carry on.
His hair looks like you could stick it in a spliff and smoke it and you'd be arrested for use of drugs. Okay, so next is the 4 matches at the Rosemont Horizon, which is the one in Illinois. First match, I'm just going to say this because this is kind of infamous. The Fabulous Moolah, as the women's champion, defeated Velvet McIntyre within 1 minute and 25 seconds. So, you know. You also had the WWF versus NFL Battle Royal, which sounds utterly horrendous. Which Andre the Giant won.
I'm going to tell you right now, it's worse than you think it is.
Really?
It was shit.
Do you know what's interesting?
So
do you want to know what Dave Meltzer gave that match?
Well,
I think this is because it says 20-man battle royal. It was the only battle royal on that card, right?
yeah.
He gave it 4 stars.
Right, it's fucking smoking someone.
He's smoking Doink's hair. Early on, he really was ahead of his time. But then you had a tag team match for the WWF Tag Team Championships, which the British Bulldogs beat Dream Team, which is Greg Valentine and Brutus Beefcake, which is definitely not the Dream Team because it has Brutus Beefcake in it. So that's everything at the Rosemont Horizon. Then you have the Los Angeles Memorial Sports Arena, so I don't have to scroll up and look at the fucking name of where it is, which is fantastic. The opener is Ricky Steamboat and Hercules. Sounds like quite a good match. Then you have the main event, which is that match between Hulk Hogan and King Kong Bundy in the steel cage for the WWF Championship, which funnily enough Hogan won, would you believe it? Crazy.
Do you know what's mad about that match?
Yes. Well, no, I don't. No, I really don't.
Up until 2021, so 2 years ago.
Yes.
So not last WrestleMania. I think it was WrestleMania 37.
Yeah.
That was the only steel cage match at WrestleMania up until 2 years ago.
Really? That's incredible.
I'm gonna make it even worse for you. Do you want to? Because obviously.
Does that also count Hell in a Cell?
No, just specifically.
Oh, so just escaping the cage type steel cage matches.
Yes. Do you want to know what the other one is?
Is it Bray Wyatt versus whoever? The really bad one. No, what is it?
It's Braun Strowman versus Shane McMahon.
Oh God. Oh jeez. Oh no. That should be a walk-on.
And I would therefore argue that there has never been a good steel cage match at WrestleMania.
Sounds like you're right. I've never seen that match, and I don't want to.
It's just Braun sort of beat the shit out of Shane for a couple of minutes.
Yeah. How long does it go? 20 minutes? Did you say 20 minutes?
I don't know. No, that's in a couple of minutes, but...
Imagine if it
Although
was
I
20
think-
minutes, that might
I
be
think-
the worst decision in wrestling.
I think, if I remember correctly, it wasn't wrong, but I think Braun hits a power slam off the... Oh my god, that's on my block before the week. Let's go! I think he hits a power slam off the top of the cell. Pretty cool.
Do you want to know? The next WrestleMania on the list is number 36.
Yeah, but we'll have to go for Arsenal.
That's fine. I'll just go for the big matches. Do you want to? I want you to guess. What is it?
I'm just gonna keep saying this.
No, it's WrestleMania 27. So WrestleMania 27 main matches.
Miz versus Cena.
That was the main event, yeah. But actually, the rest of the card is quite good. So Miz versus Cena was apparently not very good.
I wasn't.
You had some iconic matches, right? Some pretty big hitters. So you have.
Is that the one? Oh, is that the one with Snook in?
Yes, it is.
Yes,
it is in the 6-person tag match. You have Randy Orton versus CM Punk.
That was quite good.
The Undertaker versus Triple H in a no-holds-barred match, which went over half an hour, but is incredible. Cody Rhodes versus Mysterio. The Great Khali winning a Battle Royal. Big Show, Kane, Kofi Kingston, and Santino Marella versus The Core. I was about to call it The Boar because it put everyone to fucking sleep.
Yeah, it was just some shit.
It was awful. It sucked.
Hang on a second. I'm just gonna.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm gonna interrupt. I'm gonna interrupt you first.
No worries. I eagerly await whatever this spot turns out to be.
Okay, you know what? Just keep talking. I'll just shout when it happens.
You also have Edge beating Del Rio for the World Heavyweight, where he retained the World Heavyweight Championship.
And that was the last match before he died.
Yes. Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan in a no contest lumberjack match for the United States Championship.
Oh, here he goes. Oh, you can't see truth though.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Carry on. Oh, this was around the time when Vince just wanted to do Sheamus for Bryan every year.
He did. And do you want to know the one match, the biggest match of the night that I've left out? Jerry Lawler versus Michael Cole. The match I unironically loved as a child because I was genuinely the most brain dead. That does not sound like the third worst WrestleMania. Like
no, I don't understand how that's worse than WrestleMania. Like, it's not a good WrestleMania, but
no, it's not even that outright bad. Like, I think The Rock was guest host for that one, which was kind of a bit.
Yeah, it was.
Probably the only time The Rock.
Well, that's because it was to set up the main event of WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, because I remember that because that's why Miz Cena sucked because it was basically just a long setup for.
It was the WWE Championship match in the main event of WrestleMania, and the WWE Champion was the third one.
Okay.
The guy that won the match was the third most important man in the match, and it was only 2 competitors.
Yeah.
Anyway, carry on.
The next WrestleMania on the list is WrestleMania 15.
That was Rock v Austin 1, wasn't it?
That was Rock v Austin 1, which looks like basically the only good match on the card. Well, you had Shane McMahon versus X-Pac for the European Championship, which apparently is decent.
That's alright. Okay? That's alright. Yeah, that one's okay.
It's alright.
That was also the one that had Undertaker versus Big Boss Man in the Hell in a Cell, where the aftermath of the match is kind of a bigger deal than the actual match itself.
Well, that's where he. Am I allowed to say it on Twitch?
Yeah. I don't know if you're allowed to say it, so I'm just waiting.
Do you know what my favourite part of that is? And I don't have to mention it to say this because you'll know how dumb this is. You know what Michael Cole says on commentary?
What?
As he's doing it, he says, "Is this symbolic?" It's like he's doing this to this guy, and you're asking whether this is symbolic. He's going to.
It's not. It's not symbolic. This is murder.
He's
straight up
gonna kill him. Okay, so I can kind of see why this one was rated low, because you have Austin versus The Rock, which is a good match. I mean, it's always a good match. They didn't have
but to be fair, it's also the worst of their 3 WrestleMania matches.
Yes, yeah, which kind of makes sense because first match makes sense. of their rivalry. So you have Sable versus Tori,
Yeah.
Triple H versus Kane,
Yeah.
Mankind versus, well, I mean, it's Big Show, it's Paul White, right? Same difference. Billy Gunn versus Hardcore Holly versus Al Snow for the Hardcore Championship.
Do you know what's really bad about Mankind versus Big Show? Well, two things. Number one is that Big Show had been with the company for a month and he lost to WrestleMania. But yeah, great job, Bill.
Yeah.
And also
he'd been well built up as like a monster to that point.
Yeah,
in his career, genuinely.
And then the point of that match was to determine who would be the referee at the main event.
Oh. Yeah, because...
Here we go! Yeah, let's go! Let's go!
Oh,
no. He's done it!
He's done it! I'm just going to wait and watch this. It's time! The Clown Taker! Yeah, and then you have the best match in WrestleMania history, which is Butterbean versus Bart Gunn in the Brawl for All match, which lasted 35 seconds because Butterbean clocked Bart Gunn's fucking lights out.
Yep.
Okay, so next WrestleMania, do you want to know what it is? No, it's WrestleMania 16.
And to be fair, WrestleMania 16 was a bit shit.
I love how we're like, it's not as bad as WrestleMania. Oh, it was WrestleMania 2000, actually.
Yeah, WrestleMania 2000, yeah.
Yeah, I do remember this one being a bit...
The Fatal 4-Way main event.
Yeah, which is a shame because it was so well built up. Like that moment where Mick Foley comes out, Triple H is just like absolutely shitting himself. Is incredible. It's so good that it's even good despite Linda McMahon's acting skills. Okay,
oh my God, I've just seen Doink's finish was cool. I've got to see this.
I didn't realise. I'm coming.
It's a leg drop.
Still better than a Hogan leg drop. Oh my God, he's off the top rope. Let's go. Oh, he missed.
What?
That is like accelerating.
Oh my God!
Is Archer's just practicing for his day job as an interior decorator?
Boink, you fucking clown!
The senior clown at the circus when one of the other clowns gets injured in a car accident, but he's due to perform at 5 o'clock. I don't care if he's stunned, I still need to see the whooping cushion. Absolute clown. He's a clown in every sense of the word now. Okay, I'm going to continue with the WrestleMania. My brain melts and cripples out my bloody ears. What? Okay, right. So WrestleMania 16. Yeah, I'll run through the card. Long card. Oh my God, how long did that Fatal 4-Way match go on? Jesus Christ. So Big Boss Man and Bull Buchanan beat the Godfather and D'Lo Brown in a tag team match. Hardcore Holly won in a hardcore battle royal for the WWE for the Hardcore Championship. Yep. Edge and Christian beat the Dudley Boys and the Hardy Boys in the Triangle Ladder match, which is, I think, an all-time classic, basically.
Well, I mean, there's the TLC match a year later.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, this one is meant to be very good anyway.
It is good, but then, like, the TLC.
The TLC match is just different gravy sort of thing. Yeah, no, it is. Oh my God, he's not the fucking ladder again. This guy's actually a clown. He's genuinely a clown. Like, not even just because of the face paint. The clown energy that he's bringing to this ring is incredible. Alright, so there was a two full triple threat match for the WWE, for the Intercontinental and European Championships.
Oh yeah, so one pinfall got you the Intercontinental title.
Okay, so Chris Benoit pinned for the Intercontinental and Jericho pinned for the European title, so Kurt Angle. I think this is the one where the story behind it is that Bob Backlund just convinced Kurt Angle to put up both the belts to make himself look good, and then he loses.
Yeah, he lost both of them.
Which is quite funny. Then we have Kane and Rikishi defeating Degeneration X, which is, in this version, X-Pac and Roadblock. And then obviously...
This was the crap version of X at this point.
Yeah. And then you have Triple H winning in the Fatal 4-Way match. I want to read out an interesting fact, though, if you'll allow me to, about this WrestleMania.
You do so, and I will tell you.
Okay.
Right.
The Irish Film Classification Office banned the video release of the event owing to its use of realistic weapons, including metal chairs, timber wrapped with barbed wire, shinai, and sledgehammers. Deputy Censor Audrey Conlon also cited the gladiatorial bloodlust of the crowd baying for increasingly extreme violence. So it was banned by the Irish Film Classification Office. It didn't ban any of the other ones.
That wasn't my fun fact. That's a lot more interesting.
I'm sure you're fun fact.
That main event was the first time in the history of WrestleMania a heel won the main event.
Really? That's a lot of WrestleManias to get to that point. Well, the Triple H he had the golden shovel at this point. He had the.
However, this fun fact does work on the assumption that you take the main event of WrestleMania to be Hulk Hogan versus Yokozuna and not.
This is true. I mean, I kind of would, to be fair. Evidently, so did Vince.
Excuse me. How did that get 4.5 stars? What
it's
the fuck?
It's the Doink effect. They must both be. They must both be TLC. They have to both be TLC. There's no way. They've got like at least one of them. Arguably, both have to be TLC. There's no way. There's genuinely no way.
Right, I want you to quick fire the rest of the rest.
No worries. I'll go through as many of them as I can get through. What do you think the next WrestleMania is?
I'm going to keep saying 9.
No, 36.
That's that was the COVID WrestleMania.
Yeah, it was 2-parter. So I'll go through the main ones.
Because the first 2-nighter and the main events were Styles versus Undertaker on night 1, and then it was McIntyre versus.
Yeah. So John Morrison defeat Jimmy Uso and Kofi Kingston for the tag team championship.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I can explain this one because. So it was supposed to be John Morrison and the Miz versus the New Day for the tag titles.
Mm.
And then at the very last minute, I think both Miz and Jimmy got long-term injuries.
Oh right, okay.
So what they did is sorry. Miz got a short-term injury. No, sorry. So Jimmy got a long-term injury.
Please help me.
Okay. Jimmy got a long-term injury, which they didn't know at the time was going to be as bad as it was. Hence why they went with the match. And I think Miz tested positive for COVID or something like that.
Oh right, okay. Yeah, so it was very.
So they were. Yeah, so it was a last-minute thing, and they couldn't just ditch the match entirely because they had nothing to replace it with. So they went with the triple threat match between individuals.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. I guess that kind of makes sense a bit. Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. It doesn't entirely make sense, but I understand how we got to that point.
All right. So Kevin Owens defeats Seth Rollins in a no disqualification match. Braun Strowman beats Goldberg in 2 minutes for the Universal Championship.
Title. Yeah, no, he just hits him. He just hits him with 5 finishes in a row.
Fair enough. Well, not fair enough. That's stupid. But anyway,
I tell you what. I went fucking ballistic for it. I was so hyped about it. Mainly because I just wanted Goldberg to drop the fucking title.
You wanted Goldberg to drop the title?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough, yeah. I mean, it's nice to see Strowman get his moment. Anyway, Kevin Owens... sorry, I already said that. The Undertaker beat AJ Styles in the Boneyard match.
Boneyard match. Very good match.
I was just saying, I remember hearing that was really good. That's where the meme comes from, isn't it?
Yes.
Ah, good. So Charlotte Flair beats Rhea Ripley to win the NXT Women's Championship. This is in part 2, by the way. Edge beats Randy Orton in a last man standing match, which goes on for 36 minutes. Jesus Christ. The Street Profits beat Angel Garza and Austin Theory. Bayley beats Sasha Banks, Lacey Evans, Naomi, and Tamina for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Bray Wyatt beats John Cena in a Firefly Funhouse match. And Drew McIntyre beats Brock Lesnar in 4 minutes, and then Big Show in a further 6 minutes for the WWE Championship. Damn.
Well,
Wow.
the big show match is kind of weird because that actually aired on Raw the following night. It was kind of bizarre.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Do you want to hear David Meltzer's ratings for these matches? Because there's an interesting point in these ratings.
Well, give me the interesting point.
He refused to rate them because he said they weren't wrestling matches because they were empty arena taped and edited, and in a pro wrestling match you can't reshoot moves and cut films and redo stuff that doesn't look good and have special effects and stuff, which I don't really get. I mean, I get it, but I think it's a bit pompous.
Yeah, that's kind of funny.
I mean,
That's
that is just Dave Meltzer. He's got to stick up his ass.
Well, oh, was that when we got Randy Orton and Edge in I think the second longest match in wrestling history? Last man
Yeah, I was
standing.
gonna say it was like 36 minutes.
No, it's longer than that. It went through
It
the
might have
hour.
actually been longer than 36
I,
minutes.
I think it went over.
Okay. Can we get up to WrestleMania 9 and then can I just tell you like the top three?
Yeah,
Because
go on.
there's a lot. The next WrestleMania is WrestleMania 1. Kind of surprised it's
Right.
this high up, but I mean, it's got some good
Yeah,
matches.
'cause
The first
good
match in
match.
WrestleMania history is Tito Santana versus Buddy Rose under a mask, which I got 2.5 stars. You also have King Kong Bundy beating Special Delivery Jones in 25 seconds. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Brutus Beefcake versus the best Sammartino, David Sammartino, which ended in a double disqualification, which is always fun. The Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov versus the US Express. Andre the Giant versus Big John Studd in the most epic match type ever. The career versus $15,000 body slam challenge. What an epic match type.
That match was so weird. That match was so weird because the stipulation was like there's no
mm,
pinfall, there's no submissions. It's who can body slam the other first.
yeah. So yeah, it doesn't. I don't get it. I get it, but I don't get it. So main event: Hulk Hogan and Mr. T defeat Paul Orndorff and Roddy Piper by pinfall in 13.5 minutes, and that was the one in which Muhammad Ali was the special guest in for. So.
Yep.
Next WrestleMania, WrestleMania 6.
Just give us the main event on that one.
Will do.
Is that Ultimate Warrior?
I'm pretty sure it's Warrior Hogan. It's the Ultimate Challenge, I think. Kind of insane that that's below WrestleMania 9, but
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it looks like most of the other matches were pretty dreadful. I mean, there was the Rockers versus the Orient Express, Jake Roberts versus
Yeah, but
Ted
like
DiBiase.
that applies like when you actually go through the history of WrestleMania, especially early on, so many of the absolutely trash.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. I mean that was basically just 3 good matches and like because it had 15 matches and 3 of them were particularly good. So the next WrestleMania is WrestleMania 13.
Bloody hell.
I'm pretty sure that's the one with the Hart Austin.
Yes, it is.
That's kind of insane. I'm going to check, but again, is it just one where the rest of the show
Yeah,
is total shit?
yeah, but again, I think that was like the only good match on the show.
Yeah. Well, the main event was Psycho Sid versus The
Sid
Undertaker for
versus the
the
Undertaker. Yeah.
WWF Championship. The other high-rated match in this one seems to be Farouk Savio Vega, well, the Nation of Domination versus Ahmed Johnson and the Legion of Doom. I don't know how they managed to make that into a good match with it having Ahmed Johnson. Yeah, that's about the only majorly. I mean, Hunter Hearst Helmsley beat Gold Dust. That's notable for a reason. Guys, we've done it. We finally got to WrestleMania 9. It is number 29 out of 30 out of 38.
How? How? It's so bad. I can't think
It's
of
an absolutely awful show. There is maybe like 1 or 2 good matches on it, and that's good by the standards of WrestleMania 9, which means it didn't make you want to destroy your own life.
the only good match really is Hart versus Yokozuna,
No, there
and
is
then
one
that
other
just
good match.
and then that gets shut on. What's the other one?
Michaels versus Tatanka for the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah,
And to be
no,
fair,
I'll give
the
you that.
Steiner brothers versus the Hitchrinkers is decent. But apart from that, you have Bob Backlund versus Razor Ramon, which is awful. Giant Gonzalez versus The Undertaker, which is one of the worst matches ever,
Worst
let
wrestlers.
alone WrestleMania history.
Yeah, yeah.
Yokozuna versus Hulk Hogan, which is just not even a match. It's a Hogan dick stroke. Lex Luger versus Mr. Perfect, which is bad. Hulk Hogan and Bruce Beefcake versus Money Inc., which is bad. Doink versus Crush, which sucks because this is like kid friendly. Oh no, actually no, it's not kid friendly Doink. It's not kid friendly Doink. It's the one where he hits him. It's the one after he's hit him with the leg. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's maybe not as bad as you think, but it is pretty awful. It's not.
I mean, mate. I mean, like the end of the show just leave bad taste.
At the end of the
and
show,
stuff.
yeah, but before that, it would have been like a bottom 5 WrestleMania easily. So, do you still want me to do the top like 5, top 5, top 3?
Do top 5. Let's go. Wait.
Top 5 is WrestleMania 3.
Is this 5th?
Yeah, this is 5th.
Okay, yeah. That's understandable.
I mean, yeah, it's a good WrestleMania. I'll get again the very biggest matches. I mean, the biggest one is.
Hogan versus Andre.
Yeah, it's obvious. It's
But
obvious.
this is also that's also like, we got one of the greatest matches of all time. Macho Man
Savage versus Steamboat. Yeah. Do you want to know what Dave Meltzer gave Hogan versus Andre the Giant?
2 stars.
-4 stars.
It's 4 stars.
That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, to be fair, like isn't this like retrospectively? Like he did this years later.
I mean, I don't know because he's been around quite a while. I'd have to look into that. So other major matches: Honky Tonk Man versus Jake Roberts, Butch Reed versus Coco Beware, Roddy Piper versus Adrian Adonis, Harley Race versus Junkyard Dog, which is kind of terrible because that was a loser must bow match, and I swear Race's gimmick was that he was just horrendously bigoted to the Junkyard Dog, but you know. The Can-Am Connection versus Bob Orton and the Don Morocco. Billy Jack Haynes versus Hercules. It's double count out. This doesn't seem like a top 5 WrestleMania, to be honest.
It's not. It's not a top 5 WrestleMania.
No.
It has one. It has one really good match, and then the main event is like one of the most iconic moments in wrestling history. But I maybe don't necessarily agree with Dave Meltzer's ranking. Like, it's not the greatest match of it.
It's a spectacle. It's like a worse. It's like Hogan versus The Rock, but as a worse as a wrestling match. Although to be fair, Andre the Giant wasn't awful in the ring. By that time, I think he was pretty shit in the ring. I think his body was breaking down by that point.
Yeah. I think that's one.
Yeah, which is sad, but it's unavoidable. So next is WrestleMania 21. So that's 4th.
Yeah, good WrestleMania.
Yeah, so you got Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio, Edge versus Benoit versus Jericho versus Shelton Benjamin versus Christian versus Kane in the Money in the Bank ladder match, which Edge won.
Yeah.
Undertaker versus Orton. Trish Stratus versus Christy Hem, which doesn't sound very good. So I don't think it was very good.
But this, I mean, yeah, that was when I didn't treat the women.
Yeah, as a joke. Shawn Michaels versus Angle, which is an incredible match.
Yep.
Akebono versus Big Show in a sumo match, which sucks. Luckily, it only went on for a minute because Big Show doesn't know how to fucking sumo wrestle. Let's be honest.
It's also like the only bad match on the card.
It's the only outright bad match on the card, apart from Trish Stratus versus Christy Hem. But yeah, you're right. Then you have JBL versus John Cena, which Meltzer gave 1.25 stars, but I don't think it's that bad a match. I really don't.
Not that bad.
I'd be surprised if it was that bad. Then you have Triple H versus Batista for the World Heavyweight Championship, which obviously Batista won. That one.
Yep.
Next WrestleMania 30. Is that the one where Bryan won both titles?
Yeah.
The best bit, one of the best bits of commentary ever, by the way, the Miracle on Bourbon Street.
The Miracle on Bourbon Street, yeah.
Ah, wonderful. I get chills. I'm getting chills thinking about it. I don't think I even watched WrestleMania 30 originally, but
we're keeping everyone in suspense for the rest, but this is good.
Yeah, we'll just let them enjoy it. Okay, this one looks very good actually because you've got first match where you got Daniel Bryan versus Triple H because he gets added to the World Heavyweight Championship. The Shield versus Kane and Billy Gunn and Road Dogg. That is a weird.
Yeah, that match that's not. Well, to be fair, it's not a great match, but the Shield do just squash them, so it's fine.
So Cesaro winning the 31-man Andre the Giant Battle Royal Memorial.
That was very cool.
That's
very cool. It's just a shame they didn't capitalize on it.
John Cena versus Bray Wyatt.
Probably the low point of the night, actually.
Really? That's actually because Meltzer gave that one 3.5 stars.
It's a good match, but
Just goes on too long.
actually, I don't know. I mean, Bray Wyatt should have won that match, and it did completely kill its momentum. That was the issue with that
Yeah, I
match.
think like it was actually a good match on its own terms, but it was what it meant, sort of thing.
Yeah,
Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker.
yeah. yeah.
The Divas
It's so
Championship. Oh yes,
it's so sad. That match is
Me-
so sad because it's one of the most it's honestly one of the most important moments in one of the biggest moments in wrestling history.
Mm.
And I don't know if you know this. Undertaker doesn't remember it.
Yeah, he was concussed, wasn't he? He got a really
So he got
bad
concussed
concussion.
like almost instantly. He doesn't remember anything. I think I remember seeing an interview with him where he says he doesn't remember anything from like 3 p.m. onwards that day
Jesus,
till he woke up in hospital.
Jesus. Okay. Uh, so AJ Lee then won the Vicky Guerrero Invitational match for the David Divas Championship.
Yeah, that was shit.
Yeah, I think that got 1.25 stars. Then you have Brian beating Batista and Orton, which seems like it was an incredible match. Now,
Yeah, it was. It is a really good match.
yeah. Now the next two WrestleManias we might not have to go through. Might do for the viewers' sakes, but you'll be very familiar with these paper because two is WrestleMania 19 and one is WrestleMania 17.
Yeah, I mean those are the two most popular ones.
Yeah. Do we want to go through them, or can we just leave that? Do you think?
I think we can leave that to be honest.
Okay.
But I'll just throw my 2 cents in. Two of
Yeah.
my personal favorite WrestleManias.
Mm.
Um, WrestleMania 31.
G1, where was that in the list? Let me have a look.
I really love.
Which matches did that have?
So that had Bryan winning the ladder match for the Intercontinental title. That had Rollins versus Orton. You know where
Mm.
he goes for the curb stomp and he turns it into the catapult
Oh,
RKO.
oh God, yeah. My
The
God.
the best RKO of all time.
Oh, easily.
Um,
Oh, easily. Well, it's either that or it's the one where he did it out of, I think, Evan Bourne's shooting star press. That was an incredible
there's
RKO as
that
well.
one as well. Main event was Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, the heist of the century when Rollins cashes in.
Yeah, that's right. WrestleMania
Still my
31 is ranked 10th on that list, which seems reasonably fair.
yeah. I put it up like very high up. I also really like WrestleMania 35.
35. Where is 35 on
Which
this list?
opens with Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins for the Universal title, and it's
Hmm.
actually really good.
Oh. This is where Kofi Kingston won the title, it looks like.
That's when Kofi Kingston won the
Hmm.
WWE title, and
30.
the main event was Becky Lynch, Ronda Rousey, and Charlotte Flair,
Yeah, that one's
which
ranked
is
18th, I think.
I really liked WrestleMania 35. I thought it was really good. It goes on a bit long is the only issue with it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the match between. I think it's the triple. I think it's the match. I think it's Triple H Undertaker, which I think would make it what 26. 20, is it 26?
This is interesting because depending on which one you say Undertaker versus Triple H at WrestleMania, so that means it's either WrestleMania 17,
No, it's definitely not WrestleMania
WrestleMania
17.
WrestleMania 27, or WrestleMania 28.
Oh fuck. No, I think 26. Hold on. I was
No,
sure
WrestleMania.
Michaels versus the Undertaker. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that because the spot I always remember, which is probably still one of my favorite wrestling spots, is when I think Michaels hits him with a screeching music, and he just staggers into Triple H for the pedigree, and he turns him over, and Michael Cole's screaming, "Streak's over, streak's over!" and he just kicks out like right as he's about to count three.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. So that's WrestleMania 28. That's the end of
Yeah,
the era. At the end of an era match.
yeah, I love that
Um,
match. I just love that
that match
moment.
is that moment. That was the moment where people thought that's it. The streak's done.
If they were
It's
gonna end the
over.
streak, that should have been when they ended the streak, and people would have hated it because it was Triple H. But it was
Yeah.
such a good moment. That was the moment to
And
end
it
the
was
streak.
also that match was also like the conclusion of like a 4 year storyline as well.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's also
So
so organic because they're all legends in their own right. So like, there's always going to be that extra little something. I can't believe I've waited all this time by going through every WrestleMania ever just so I can lose now. Can't believe this.
Right, let's get to the results, shall we?
Let's do
Finally.
it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, SmackDown results. Oh, that's not good.
I'm hoping I can eke out a win here because I think I've just managed to outdo your show a little bit, but
Yeah, I think you probably have.
I hope so. I'm still swimming in money though, by the way.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Running Fiend FR can't believe SmackDown got rid of Carmella. That took me by surprise. Carmella says I'm sad to believe in SmackDown. Undefeated Catcher Limited, great SmackDown tonight, good matches. SmackDown Raider FR never would have expected Nia to be a bad guy. Big Street 84, holy crap! Trish Stratus finally won a match. Top Rope Savage of the World. That rivalry with Jimmy Uso and Ricochet was going somewhere. What happened to that? Rivalry was getting real good too. Would love to see how it ends. Dapper Foundation RU. Tonight's SmackDown started strong and ended strong. I like it. Dark Destroyer 96. Home rumors that SmackDown has signed Nia Jax. Clearly they were true. Internet Outlaw NA. No one could accuse SmackDown of repetitive matches this up a lot. Would Phenom Live. Mandy Rose getting even with Sasha Banks tonight. Let's see how Raw did. I do think you won this week.
I don't know. You never know with this game.
I will give you results.
I'll take that. That's good. That's good. It's a solid result. It's a solid result when I've made up about another 6k. So Joe, that's good.
Yeah, the gap is really small now.
I need to pick it up because if I keep doing it at this rate, it's going to be too close to at the end for my liking. But yeah, see, there are truth TLC matches. Knew it.
Heard that Raw, specialist music. Heard that Raw fired Papa Shango. That took me by surprise. Papa Shango is sad to be leaving. 360 Foundation 99. Heard that Booker T walked out on Raw. That took me by surprise. Booker T 5 times says it's time to part ways with Raw and take the next step in my career. My supporters. Internet Rumble 2000 R-Truth perfect for TLC matches. Put him in another one. Fighter Champions stream. Loved tonight's Raw. Look forward to next week. Mean Libre 89. Can't believe I just lost money on Charlotte Flair breaking that losing streak. Baddest House Live. It's just not the same seeing Charlotte loving the crowd. This takeover EU Triple H dropped a great promo tonight, and Legend House Mega won't catch Jack and Sheamus starting rivalry. What happened to that Raw? Rivalry's getting real good too. Would love to see how it ends. Do you know what I've just realised?
What?
Do you know what would actually be like within the mechanics of the game would actually be a 5-star classic, assuming it was at level 4
What
rivalry? TLC match,
Hmm?
Universal Championship,
Hmm?
Roman Reigns
Yep.
defending against R-Truth
I
because
was
their
really
styles
hoping
mesh.
you would say our truth, and that makes me very happy. Bragging rights too. Bragging rights too.
Right.
Oh, dear.
The gap is 22,000 stands. Do you know what? I think we had this discussion off stream actually, so I'll say it here. It will go on record. I think you were right. I think it's literally a case of we have 3 pay-per-views left. Whoever can win 2 of them.
Yeah, whoever wins 2 of those pay-per-views has probably won it. The next show, I'm kind of glad. I'm almost kind of glad we're not doing the pay-per-view now because I like that it's going to build up that suspense. Because the next, I mean, like it's 22k now. That's I'm happy with how I've clawed it back. Although I do think I could have done a better job of clawing it back. But come on, ban someone good. Come on, please.
Right, I'm gonna pay Rock Queen. Right. Fuck!
Who is it? Who is it?
It could be worse, but that does fuck with my plans.
Oh, good. Who is it?
Jey Uso.
Yes, come on, that's good. It could have been better.
Main
It could have
event.
been a lot worse.
Main event Jey Uso. And Triple H. Yeah, double cost because of the fucking unions. I'm sick of them.
I feel like we're both going to look like Thatcher by the end of this series because these fucking unions.
Sasha Banks, hey, isn't it about time you put me in a pay-per-view event? These things come and go and you never seem to use me. How about we end the disrespect tonight and you finally give me my big moment on the stage? I actually will be doing that, so that's fine. Pete Dunne, listen, I can't stand Team and Ricochet. He's the reason we keep losing our tag team matches and I can't draw that into his thick skull. Let me prove who the problem is on the team. Give me a singles match tonight and I'll show him how it's done. No, I can't do that, Pete. Sorry.
That's kind of ridiculous to ask for that at a pay-per-view.
Alright, let's look at where we stand. Jey Uso is my second most popular wrestler,
Oh my god, really?
only behind The Rock.
Wow.
What the actual fuck?
That's actually kind of insane.
I mean, I've got 3 matches locked down.
Mm. I do also think, Lily, that you do make a fair point. This game definitely is unfair. I think it's been unfair to both of us at different points. More to paper than me. I will freely admit that. I think it just doesn't work quite 100% right. Well, that's a good set. That's a really good set of free agents. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What was I going to say? I think the other week, yeah, that was unfair because I should have lost by a lot more than I actually did because I put on a really crummy show. I think this is the week where like I got way worse ratings than you in every match and somehow didn't. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Guys!
What the fuck? Seriously? I think that's the first time that's been available in fucking hell. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. It's all about the game being unfair, and then this pulls this shit on me.
Oh my god!
So I now have to win the right, guys. So I've now got to win the next 2 pay-per-views. I might even win this one. I might lose this one now just because of that card. It's the best card in the game.
Like, I don't want to just buy it now, but I will leave.
I mean, I think today I deserved.
That's so funny. That's so fun. Like that's one of the moments where I kind of wish we had face cam because you were just talking, and I was just like eyes wide, my jaw dropped. I just wasn't listening to you at all. I was just like, oh
That has that
god.
of all the stuff that has happened, all the bullshit that has happened in this series. That's probably pissed me off the most. I'm sitting here fucking raging inside. I'm fuming. I'm fuming. I'm fuming. Well, what I was going to say, and I'll say this because it will now allow me to pick up 2 pieces from my shattered ego from seeing that special promotion card. I think I deserved to win today, even though my mid card match was worse, because my opener, as I say, on my main event was a whole star higher, and that's sort of what counts in the game, really.
I'll just say this for the record. I have no issue with the fact that you won this week because it does actually make sense to me.
Yeah,
that you won
it's one of the
week.
only times this game has actually made sense, really.
Yeah, so
Yeah. I mean, I've just had. If there's karma out there, if there was karmic retribution coming for me, I've just fucking had it. I think. I mean, you've definitely got enough in you to win this show, though. You do.
just listen.
I'm kind of glad, to be fair, that I think the Jey Uso veto could be a big plus for me. But I don't really have any faith now because I've seen that special promotion card.
You know, part of me's tempted to buy it and not use it tonight.
Really?
I'm kind of like, should I save it for WrestleMania? But like, I can't put all
yeah.
my eggs in the WrestleMania basket.
Yeah, but then I guess the only thing is, and I don't know if I'm being conniving by saying this, but I do feel like the numbers have gotten bigger as we've gone along the pay-per-views. Like we're getting more fans at these pay-per-views than we were at like pay-per-views at the start of the game. So that is a possibility. Although to be fair, I'd almost rather you just used it now, got it out of the fucking way for my mental health than pull it at WrestleMania. That would kill me. That would be the end of me.
I mean, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, that's going to be it for tonight, guys. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you stream. And we'll be back soon, hopefully, with another pay-per-view, tables, ladders, and chairs, TLC. So I hope see you all then. Take care. Have a good night.
See you guys. Have a good one.